It's that time of year again, homecoming week. Yes, finally the long anticipated dance is right around the corner. It seems now that more emphasis is being put on the dance and the proposals more than ever. We interviewed some people to get the inside scoop on how homecoming, the dance, and the proposals are different now.
As I remember, and when I was in high school many, many years ago, you just simply went up to the person and asked, and she said yes.
And we were just kind of in a class, and he just said, so yeah, that whole homecoming thing, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't anything that was really big, you know, it wasn't like you guys do today where it's, you know, oh, I'm gonna rent a plane and I'm gonna write this in the sky.
This year I asked Nikki Shaw. I asked her I got it for real, and I said homecoming would be for real with you.
I asked Jan Urban. Jan Urban was my girlfriend. We were in the car, actually had gone through the drive-through at the Rainbow Room of Mac and Don's Supper Club. And over a Big Mac, I asked her if she wanted to go to homecoming. And of course she did, because we were an item.
Nathan Conyard asked me to homecoming. He asked me to homecoming by having a sign with like a blown up picture in my head and saying, I hope you look this good at homecoming, and that's kind of a bad picture of me.
I asked Haley Collette to homecoming. I made a poster. I said her Twitter name is Haley Coco, so I wrote, Haley Coco, will you go to Homeco with me? And she said yes.
It's really changed because the first 2 years that I was in high school, it was a huge formal deal, and people wore long dresses, and then the boys wore suits and things like that. But it wasn't like a one-upmanship about how to ask someone. Now I feel like these invitations or proposals, promposals, all that kind of stuff, it's almost like, my God, I've been married twice and I was never asked that way, you know? Whatever. And I think there's a huge pressure on guys. I really do think there's a huge pressure on guys to go, what can I do now? I think what I'll do is spend more money on getting this whole thing put together. I mean, it's bad enough to ask someone to go on a date and possibly be told no. I just like you as a friend, you know? So, I mean, it's not bad enough you're putting your whole heart out there. It's just like all of a sudden now it's got to be choreographed by, Bob Fosse, and you have to have costumes and dancing girls. I think it'd be horrible to be a boy right now.
Quinn Scallon asked me to homecoming this year. I was at my soccer game and he was announcing, and at halftime he held up a sign out of the announcer box and then said a little poem, and then I said yes.
We always had live bands. I was in student council, and we would always go out, we'd listen to all these different bands, and then we would hire them. And they'd come in for the same things that we're paying for DJs now at dances. So for me, that's the biggest thing, was the live music.
The last time I went to homecoming, I asked the kid, so there, forward.